Hello, I'm John White. Today we're going to talk about some plant problems that we've been seeing and been getting some calls on. And one is that we're starting to see a lot of yellowing of plants, including lawns. And a lot of this is an iron deficiency. And this yellowing of the grass here is an iron deficiency that's showing up in the grass. And if you look at the leaf blade real close, you can see some green veins, and on grass the veins of course run parallel with the leaf. So if you look at them real closely, you can see the chlorosis between the veins, and that's a sign of iron deficiency. So the way to correct this is the use of a fertilizer that does have a iron content in it, and it will help to clear it up. You can also use some of the foliar iron so that you can just mix those up according to directions, spray them onto the grass area, let them sit for a period of time, maybe an hour or so, and then go ahead and water them in. It should green it up very quick. The granular materials might take a week or so, whereas the foliar should green it up within a day or two. So that's one of the things we're seeing. Be careful with the iron products. It does stain concrete and white background, so be real careful. Maybe do a test spot first, and that should help to green it up. So that's one of our problems. Let's go take a look at another. Another problem we're having is weeds, and weeds growing where you don't want them. And one that's very common in the southern part of the state is Bermuda grass. And if it's in a lawn situation, it's good, but if it's not in the lawn, then it's a weed, and it's a troublesome weed. It's very invasive. And some of the products that we do have available for control of Bermuda grass is the Grass Be Gone and Roundup. And so these two products, they're also available in other trade names, so we're not endorsing any particular product here, but these are a couple of the products out here. Finale is another product that you can find. Finale is strictly a contact killer, top killer. It does not go down to the roots, despite what it might even claim on the thing, on the label. So what we want to do is use this in a situation where we are afraid of damaging, anything where that might translocate to roots of Bermuda that may be in the lawn area. So if you want to keep an area clean, you can use this without much damage. So in a situation like this where we have Bermuda growing up between brick, a walkway and a sidewalk, a driveway, a lot of times what we see on top is just a small indication of what is underneath. So the root system on this grass can actually be quite a ways underneath it. So keeping as much foliage as possible on the surface and getting it adequately sprayed to the full length of the grass that's available so that it's absorbed through all the different sites is the best way to kill this out. It may take some repeated sprays, but again, let the foliage grow out a ways so that you have more absorptive area, and you'll get a much better kill on it again. And the Roundup is deactivated when it comes in contact with soil particles. It's bound very tightly, so you don't have to worry about it moving off site. Go ahead and let it air dry, and it'll be fine. So that's one way to control some of your problems in cracks and crevices. Don't just chop it off because it regrows. Now we're going to be talking about fire ants, and this is a problem that there have been some isolated spots where the actual imported red fire ant has been found. Luckily those sites are very far and few, but we do have what we call a native fire ant, and this is called the southern fire ant. This is one that has shown up in the area, and as we're starting to get a little bit more rain in the area, and as we get more moisture, sometimes these mounds will show up and will be of interest to people, but also they can be of a danger to a young child or maybe young pets, so you want to be careful. As we see here, we have a mound of soil that looks fairly docile and doesn't seem to be much of a problem, but this is the way the fire ant protects itself. It stays underneath the mound, and when the mound is disturbed is when the ants come up. Of course, I can't bring any up right now. You can see some ants are starting to come up here. Not in a large number, which is good. but that's what a fire ant mound looks like. This one's pretty hot, so they may be down pretty deep. What we want to do is just take a ant poison and treat the mound area. You can see the ants are starting to come out now after we disturbed it, but these are a fire ant. When they bite, they do leave a little bit of a welt, and they usually come out in fairly large numbers when they've been disturbed. So you want to be careful of these as far as stepping into them or having a young child put their foot on the mound and leave it there, because they will crawl up on it and give you quite a few bites. If you have any kind of allergy to it, of course that can cause some problems. So again, we'd like to get these under control. There are several different fire ant baits available. There's several that are a bait that you put around the base of it. The ants carry it in and take it into the nest. So again, read the labels on the products before you use them. Make sure they are the proper material. But wanted to show you what a fire ant mound looks like so that you'll be on the alert for it.